entrepreneur mistakes. I see these 3 common mistakes made all the time in my job, helping hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you to launch their new startups. Make sure you watch right to the end of this video, because at the end, I'm going to share a bonus piece of content, which is going to help you make sure that your startup really does succeed. Hi, my name's Phil. I run a design company for the last 12 years, and I've helped hundreds of people from idea right the way through to manufactured product. So let's get into mistake number 1. Don't be greedy. So many entrepreneurs charge too much for their first product. Now, what you want when you first start out is to get volume. You need customer base, you need traction, you need to make sure that lots of people are engaging with your new startup and buying your product. But if you keep the price reasonable, then that is a lot easier to achieve. You can always go on to increase your price and increase your margin further down the line, but that is a lot easier to get investment for and to achieve than if you haven't sold enough product, you haven't proven that there's a market for your product. At that point, your startup can die because no one's going to invest in a startup that isn't making traction. Take a leaf out of Amazon's book. They didn't make profit for years. It was all about market share, and you need to learn from that. Mistake number 2, people get carried away with development. So they do too much. They put too much into their first launch. Minimum viable product all the way. Make sure that you launch something that people want, but don't put too much into it. Save all those extra features and ideas and everything else for your generation 2 product. You can do all of those things later on, but do them once you've actually got something to market, you've got that proof of concept, and you're making some progress and making some revenue. Take a leaf out of Apple's book. The first iPhone, they launched that. They already had in mind how the next one's going to be better, and the next one after that, and what those features were going to be that were going to be in those later releases. You can do the same thing. Now, if you've got any questions on this video, please do stick them down in the comments section below. I try to answer all questions really promptly, and also do check out the description because there's links to a whole load of great content there as well. Mistake number 3, not focusing on your customer. Too many people develop the product that they want or develop the software that they want. Talk to your customer. Don't give away what you're doing. Make sure you get a confidentiality agreement signed, or go and talk to a chartered patent attorney and get some protection around your concept. But don't use that as an excuse not to go and talk to your target customer. I've seen far too many people launch their new business and it's just not quite what the customer wants. Do your market research, stay really closely in touch with your customer, and make sure that your startup is launching what your customer is desperate to buy. Take a leaf out of Slack's book. Slack has grown incredibly fast and has listed on the stock exchange for a huge valuation. And it was said in Forbes magazine that it's Slack's unerring focus on customer satisfaction that has been a major contributor to their growth. If you found this video useful, please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to my channel. I do this to help people like yourselves, but I really need that to help the channel grow. So my bonus suggestion is this: don't get carried away and launch into your development before you've validated your concept. Too many people get too excited about what it could be or what it could do or how it's going to work, or how they're going to market it, or what the messaging is going to be, and they miss this validation point. You really do need to make sure that what you're trying to do makes sense and is valid and is what customers want, and there's enough customers and you can get in front of those customers. Check out the links in the description for more information about how we can help do the heavy lifting and validate your idea. Make sure you check out this next video for more great tips on how to make a success of your new business idea.